Jason Shepard with you. It is BYU Football Media Day, and our interviews continue. Talking about the defensive line. We've got Lorenzo Fautea, Gabe Summers. Guys, thanks for taking a few minutes. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I was commenting both on your shoes. I'm a big fan of both of those. In fact, at one point, I've almost bought both pairs of those shoes.
Okay. Your wife get you? My wife got me.
Yeah, my wife got mine for me too.
So you guys can't even take credit for the shoes.
Yeah.
It's the spouse.
It's the spouse. Trying to make sure we look good at stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Look. There's a lot that goes into being married, and sometimes it's making sure your wife makes sure you look good when you go out in public, right?
Very true.
Speaking of though, I got to give Zoe that. At no point in my life am I going to ever look as cool as Lorenzo Fautea does right now with the hat and the sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
He's got the style, man.
Maverick, about like $20.
And you said you've made the decision you're going to go sunglasses during all the interviews today.
If I can, if I find it, if I have it that day, if I ever have an interview, glasses.
Oh, so not just today. You're talking about the whole season.
The whole season.
It's going to be your look, your thing.
Yeah, I just have my sunglasses on.
Okay.
So,
how's the offseason, Gabe? Let's start with you. How's the offseason treating you? What have you guys been doing, obviously, since spring football ended?
The offseason's been great, man. I feel like as a D-line, the biggest goal is just to buy in, keep everyone healthy, and just get our bodies ready for this next season. I think we were pretty young last year, and so just with so many people coming back, just getting bigger, faster, stronger, just everyone buying in and being a unit together has been good. So,
what about you, Zoe? What have you been doing over the last little while since spring ended?
Getting healthy. The past 2 seasons I've been injured. It's been known. Everybody knows it, and the main emphasis is just my senior year. I feel like I just had to get healthy just to be able to be on the field with the boys, just to help out. That's how it's been looking so far. So.
Well, and look, in injuries, and the D-line was one of those positions that got hit. Linebacker was certainly a position that got hit with injuries. It's unfortunately, it's just a part of sports that nobody likes, but you just kind of have to deal with it. You mentioned, a lot of guys got an opportunity to play, and that obviously lends to the depth of this position. How deep do you guys think this is? This position is?
I mean, honestly, I feel like we could go 3 deep with anybody. I feel like I think more than anything, people have bought in the weight room kind of area, and people have really changed their bodies. I trust every single guy in our D-line room to get the job done. So I think anybody that goes on the field on Saturdays is going to get the job done for us. So.
Well, and it's interesting that you say 3 deep, because I know Coach Tuiaki said earlier today on another interview, I heard him say, we're legit 3 deep. And this is, like, I have confidence if I send anybody in, regardless of the situation, they've proven to me that they're going to be able to handle that. That's what a huge, I don't know if relief's the right word, but confidence builder is probably a better way to handle it, to realize that position that you guys play at, regardless of the situation, you have confidence in your teammate that's next to you that we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
What kind of confidence does that build within you guys as individual players, but also as a collective group?
I guess for me, it's just seeing the young guys. They've improved themselves last season by going in and actually getting real game time, and just seeing how fast the game is, how different it is, and them to come to spring ball and improve even more. I think it gives us confidence from the top to the bottom. Everybody on the field knows that if they get in, I'm going to make the play, and it's not like the heartbeat didn't stop just from switching different players in and out. So.
Well, and you mentioned, you're a senior. So what does this year mean to you? Because, we've talked with a couple of other seniors so far during the interviews, and everyone's like, I'm embracing this. I'm not going to let this opportunity go by. I'm assuming you kind of feel the same way.
Yeah, I mean, my senior year, it's just like it's always been a motivation to me. Obviously, the NFL is for everybody.
Sure.
It's just seeing the players who are my age who have been in the NFL 2-3 years right now. And it just makes me think like this year is all or nothing type of way, and just being able just to be on the field is going to be the biggest blessing of it all. So,
Gabe, the defensive line took quite a bit of criticism, and I remember Uriah last year saying something to the effect like, we hear what's being said, like we know what's being said, and we're using it as motivation. How much of that fuels you? And how would you describe the state of the defensive line right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think the primary thing that we're listening to in the D-line room always and forever is going to be what Elisa tells us. And so I think as much as, like, you know, media or outside sources, I mean, fans, everyone has an opinion, you know. But that number one opinion that we all are going to turn to every time is going to be Lysa. But at the same time, I mean, we all have phones, you know. And so we see everything that's going on. So I think it's definitely been fuel. But, I mean, I don't think there's a hungrier group on the team to make plays, to make an impact, to win, than the D-line room that we have right now. So I think the expectations can be as high as people want to put them. Whatever it is, I think the D-line's going to exceed them. Just because we're bought in, we're a unit, we're together, and that number one opinion, Lysa, is we just all trust in him. We know that he's going to help us get the job done and get us where we need to be. Well,
and Zoe, you know, speaking of listening to Lysa, you know, one of the biggest things last year that you heard fans like, where are all the sacks? Like, how come there's not more sacks? And I know Lysa has said, look, we all want sacks. We would love to have more sacks, but it's more about pressure. It's more about putting pressure on, and it's more about stopping the run than anything else. If that stuff, if getting a sack is a byproduct of us putting pressure on, then that's what's important. Take me through the mentality of that thought process that, look, if the sacks come, it's great, but it's more about stopping the run and getting pressure.
I mean, for us, we look at the game like, you see the game in so many like different ways, inside out rather than outside in. We see us against another scheme, like if they're an air raid team, we're going to rush three and trust our system in the back to cover and make the best coverages. I mean, we got our linebackers stacked, we have our corners and safeties, they're going to be 3 deep as well. I mean, like, we believe them, and we'll do our best as a unit, as a defensive line unit, to get pressure with 3. It's just a system that we have and that we trust. And if one part of the system breaks, then everything breaks. So you can worry about sacks, but right now for the defensive lines, we make loss of yards. We win that down. Offenses had to change their scheme quick just because of that. So that's how we believe it, and that's how we look at it.
Every year it seems like we're talking about this year's schedule. It's the toughest BYU's ever had. What, any particular game you're looking forward to, or what are your thoughts on this schedule, the last as an independent?
What's you, man? What's your favorite? What are you looking forward to?
Is there one that you're looking forward to more than another?
Yeah.
Which one?
I look to I respect all opponents. I respect all opponents. I look forward to that game. There's one game, the Baylor game. I didn't have a chance to play in it because of injury, but just like watching it, Coach Mateos, Coach Grimes, great coaches over there at Baylor. It's just that feeling that I played against your offense for 3-4 years because you've been here. And it's just like, dang, now I want to do it in a real game against those coaches. So.
Well, and I realize as a senior, you know, you're not going to get a chance to play them as a conference opponent. But I've got to imagine, like, this could turn into being one of those conference rivals. They got BYU last year. It's time to sort of pay that back, right? Isn't it?
I mean, there's going to be a big thing between either way, Baylor, BYU, 2 church schools, 2 former coaches from each side that used to play over here or coach over here. So, I mean, I think it's just going to be a rivalry. I hope. One day.
Gabe, what's one you're looking at?
You know, man, I gotta go with the Baylor game as well.
Okay.
You know, I think Baylor plays like a beautiful physical brand of football, and we play physical brand of football. And so just being able to just hit like that, I mean, that's a game I think every guy on the team is going to look forward to. It's just being able to play that physical style of football that we love to play. So.
All right, last question, and this will be for both of you guys. Last year as an independent, before going into the Big 12 next season, what does it mean to you guys to be a part of this team that will end this era?
I think it means a lot. We had a big meeting as like a leadership council of the teams, like the upperclassmen, just going over ideas, the last era of the independency. I think it was cool, just like, dang, we're really the last era, you know what I mean? Like, last year to play an independent, and then BYU does great after that. So.
What about for you?
I think, like, especially I think a lot of us, like, knowing BYU's legacy, what we've been able to do the last couple years has been really special. And I think ending the independence era the right way is something that we all want to do. You know, like, this has been like a run. Independence has been a thing. People kind of have different opinions about it. But I think the last 2 years have been special. But this year is the most important year, you know. The way we end it, the way we finish, we want to finish strong. So. Be really cool.
Gabe, Zoe, thank you so much. Great stuff. Looking forward to it. I'm pumped about the D-line.
Yeah.
You guys got me pumped for what to expect
man.
from the defensive line
Good
this year.
bro.
All right, guys, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll
Thank
take
you,
a quick break. Back with more interviews after this as the web chats continue here on BYU TV and BYU Radio.